Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here, and today we are going to make these very pretty hair bows. I was going to say little hair bows, but these ones are a little bit bigger, and they're so easy and so fun, and they take no time at all to make. So I'm so happy to be showing you how to do it. They're really simple. You can make them for a lot of projects. You can sew them on hats. You can put hair clippies on and make them clips. You can do a lot of different things with them. So let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is yarn. So I have this hometown yarn I found at Walmart. You can get it in your local craft shop or Walmart. It's size 6, and it says that I can't really read the size because it's really small, but it looks like a size 10 or 11 crochet hook, and I believe mine is a size 11. It's an L, so I can't remember the size right now, and I can't really see that. But anyway, but yeah, that's what I will be using as a size L crochet hook. And next, what you'll need, you'll need is a embroidery needle to weave in your ends, and you don't really need this little marker, but it comes in handy. So when you can't remember where you started. And then of course you'll need scissors, and these scissors got a little chewed up. My puppy got a hold of them and chewed them all up, but they still work, so we're gonna use them. Okay, so now we have all of our stuff, so let's grab our crochet hook and our yarn and let's get going. Okay, so first you want to pull out the yarn from the middle. I find it's easier to pull out the yarn from the middle as opposed to pulling it from the side. It's just easier. So just untangle it and find the end. There we go. Okay, so first of all, let me just show you this bow that I made. It is a little bit bigger, but if you want to make a smaller bow, I made some smaller bows about a year or so back, and I used just regular 4 worsted weight not fabric, yarn, and it made them a little bit smaller. And so if you like that look, then you could definitely use the size 4 yarn. Alright, so let's start with this big chunky yarn, and we're going to start with a slip knot, and we are going to chain 10. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2 more to start our work. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay, yeah, 2 more. Sorry. Okay, so then in the the third chain from hook, we are going to do a half double crochet, and then we're going to keep doing half double crochets in the next 3 chains. And if you would like a written copy of this pattern, I will have it on my blog. I'm getting my blog reorganized and looking a little bit better, and so bear with me while I do that, but I will have this printed on my blog so you could go and look at it and if you forget. and you don't want to find my video again. Okay, so now in the next two, after you do 4 half double crochets, you're going to do two single crochets, and then you're going to finish it off with 4 half double crochets. Okay, and I don't know why I showed you that bow, but oh, I think I was probably saying at the end you want to put in 2 more half double crochets to turn your edge so that your bow lays flat. Because if you just go on the other side and start crocheting, then your bow will fold in. Okay, so now you're gonna pull that knot tight so that there's no hole, and then you're gonna do the same thing down the other side. You're gonna do 4 half double crochets, and then 2 single crochets, and then finish it off with 4 half double crochets. And just get the other end, or the other side of that chain. Okay. Okay, and then 2 single crochets, and that's just to get the the shape of the bow, and so it makes it easier to pinch the middle. So when you're wrapping, I think that's maybe why I was showing you the bow. So when you're wrapping the center, it's easier. It's a little bit easier to pinch it and to wrap it. Anyway, you'll see it at the end when we're ready to do that. Okay, so now we're to the end. We're going to do our last one, and then we're going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet that we did when we started to close up that gap. Okay, and then you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to do, we're just going to finish it off and by doing a single crochet in every stitch around. Okay, yeah. It's kind of hard to get it started, but just take your time and you can do it. Get it in there. And then here's where you can put in your stitch marker so that you can remember that where you started, because sometimes even on a small project like this, sometimes my mind gets to thinking while I'm crocheting and I forget where I started and how far I have left to go. So it's just nice to have a marker to remind you that you still have to go on the other side, and you'll see when you do it. It just makes it easier to remember where you left off. And so this is, as you can see, it's a really quick project and really fun. Once you get the hang of it, you can pop one out probably in a half hour. So you can have really cute hair bows for your hair, or for your little girl's hair, for the little girl in your life, or for for projects, like if you're crocheting hats, it would be really cute to sew on one of these bows on the hat or on a bag. There's endless possibilities. Okay, so we're about halfway done. Oh, and on the end you want to put 2 or 3 in that, on each end you want to put 2 or 3 single crochets to get all the way around that bow, so it doesn't, like I said before, so it doesn't fold up on you, and it kind of lays flat. I'm sorry that I used such dark yarn. I didn't even think about how you can't really see it, but I guess you can a little bit. But if you know how to, excuse me, if you know how to half double crochet or single crochet, then it won't be a problem. But if you don't know how to half double crochet or single crochet, you can go to my, I'll put a little card up in the corner of my blog, and you could go over there and learn how to do simple basic stitches, and then just go over and just click on that and it'll send you over and you can watch it and then come back in and learn how to make this little bow. Okay, so now you will slip stitch and finish it off and pull that out, cut it, and then we're going to weave in our ends. Pull that tight, and then you're going to weave in the ends in towards the middle of the bow. Instead of going around the outside edge like I would normally do, I'm going to go in through, instead of going in the outside edge, I'm going to go through the back stitches and towards the middle, and I want to come out to where I'm going to be wrapping the yarn around the middle so that it will all be covered and there's no chance of it coming out later, because you want to make sure that you weave in your ends really well, because you're going to be handling this bow a lot, especially if you use it for a hair bow. And then do the same thing to the other end. And see how the bow kind of curls in. If you hadn't done an extra half double crochet and single crochet on those ends, then it would turn in even more. So you got to make sure that you do extra ones on the ends, on the rounded edges, so that it can lay flat. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to pinch the middle and kind of fold it like an accordion. First find the end of your string or your yarn and get it ready. I'm going to get a little knot, so just take it out real quick. There we go. Alright, so now you're going to pinch the sides, or the middle, like an accordion. and just get a good hold on it. It kind of takes a while to get a good grip. See, even I'm having a hard time. So you just fold it like you just pinch the center and then pinch the sides in. And just start wrapping and leave the end long enough so that when you're done you can tie it in a knot. So you want to leave that end longer. And then just wrap it till you are happy with it. And yeah, and every now and then just look and make sure it's centered. And then tie it in a knot. And I usually tie it in a triple knot, but you don't have to. I just do it for my own peace of mind. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after I tie it in a knot, I'm going to snip the ends and weave in those ends underneath the wrapped edges. Or the wrapped part, you know, underneath. You'll see. Underneath that part that I just wrapped. So there's no chance of it coming undone. So there's one, and then I'll snip the other side and I'll do the same to the other side. Very simple, very fun project, and I hope you guys have so much fun with this. And if you have any questions, please put it down in the comments and I will do my best to answer those questions for you. And also, if you have any other ideas for me that you'd like to see me do, put it down below as well in the comments. And now what you can do is, when you if you want to make it a hair bow, you just get you can find hair clips on Etsy or at Sally's Beauty Supply, and you can just slide them inside where you wrapped it, and you can even glue it on if you want, but if you want to just slide it in and make it versatile, you can remove it and put it on another one. That's fine too. Alright, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a really great day, and I'm so happy that you guys came to watch my video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye.